Okay, the next topic we're going to look at is factorising quadratics. Or factorising, actually, and then moving on to factorising quadratics. I'm going to concentrate mostly on quadratics. Remember what we mean by quadratic is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And we might be trying to factorise this right-hand side here. What we mean by factorise is we're going to introduce different factors, in other words, things that are multiplied together, that are equivalent to this. Now the easiest type of these, are where you have the value of c is naught. In other words, there is no number here. An example of this would be something like y equals 4x squared minus 2x plus 1, right? We're going to look at the point where there is no plus 1 here. Okay, so imagine something like that. So let's try that. So we're going to factorize 4x squared minus 2x. Now the first thing that we look for is numbers that are factors of both terms. So we can see that 2 is a factor of 2 and 4. So 2 is common to both terms. Now letters. Which letters is common? Well, x is common to both terms. So we know that x is common here. What do I multiply 2 and x to get 4x squared? Well, I need to multiply the 2 with a 2 and the x with another x. If I multiplied those back out again, I'd get 2 times 2 is 4, yes, and x times x is x squared, yes. Then I need my minus sign from here. I've already got 2x here, already got the 2, and I've already got the x, so all I need there is a 1, because 2x times 1 gives me my 2x. So they're the easiest ones. Let's do another example like that. So let's say we've got 9x squared minus 81x. Here, 9 is common and x is common. So here we've got x minus 9. We multiply this out again, worth checking. 9x times x, 9x squared. 9 times 9 is 81 with a minus sign before. 9 times minus 9 is minus 81x. The next easiest type easier types, not the easiest but easier ones, are whereby you've got something along the lines of maybe x squared minus 5x plus 6. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to think of two numbers that multiply to give this plus 6 and add to give this. I find the easiest way to do that is to put a factor tree. So put your plus 6 at the top of your factor tree, and you're going to think of two factors that give you 6, two things that multiply to give 6. So we could have 3 and 2, or we could have 6 and 1. But we need to combine them together so that they multiply together to give plus 6. Positive 3 times positive 2 does indeed give plus 6, so that might work. But they need to add together to give minus 5. So how could I make minus 5 out of this? Well, I could do minus 3 minus 2. If I get minus 3 and take away another 2, that's minus 5. So we're happy with that. Can I get minus 5 out of this? Well, I could do, I'll get minus 6 and plus 1. That's also minus 5. But if I multiplied these together, a minus times a plus is a minus, so that wouldn't be right. So that can't be correct. So these two are the correct numbers to use. We put two brackets. We put an x there, and we take our two numbers, minus 3, put them into one of the bracket, take the other, minus 2, and put that into the other bracket. Doesn't matter which order we put them in. We could have put x minus 2 here and x minus 3 here. For the harder types, it does matter which order you do. Do another example. So we're factorising x squared. Let's have a look. Let's do this. What should we do? Plus x minus 90. Right, okay, so we need our minus 90 at the top of our tree. And what are the factors of minus 90? Well, we've got 9 and 10. 9 times 10 is 90. Can I combine those together to get plus 1? Yes, a minus 9 and a plus 10 add together to get plus 1. Okay, and that plus 1 is here, this plus 1x. So this must be two brackets, x there, take this number, put it there, take the other number, put it there.